Number 1. The unseen microplastics. Alright, let's start with a bang, shall we? You know that glass of water you're sipping on right now? It's not just water. It's basically a plastic smoothie. That's right, microplastics are everywhere. You might think you're drinking pure H2O, but nope. You're actually swallowing bits of plastic smaller than a grain of rice, and no, that's not an exaggeration. These microscopic bits come from, well, everything. Your clothes, your food packaging, even the water bottle you're using to avoid plastic. Irony, meet reality. The worst part? No one really knows exactly what these tiny plastics are doing to your body, but scientists are pretty sure it's not great. It's like a mystery box, except instead of a toy, it's possibly causing long-term health damage. Enjoy your sip. And here's the kicker, microplastics are so tiny, you can't see them. But your body? Oh, it knows. These little particles can sneak into your bloodstream, accumulate in your organs, and have absolutely no shame in their invasion. Basically, it's like inviting a bunch of uninvited guests to your party, and they're just hanging out in your cells, making themselves at home. So next time you take a drink, just remember, you might not be hydrating, you're more likely just adding more stuff to your insides. A refreshing thought, right? Number 2, lead, not just for pencils anymore. You know what else you're drinking? Lead. Yes, lead. This toxic heavy metal that you thought was relegated to ancient pipes and lead-based paint actually might be in your tap water. It's like the comeback tour that no one asked for. Old pipes, those charming relics from the past, can leach lead into the water supply, and because lead doesn't really disappear, it stays there, lurking. Sure, you can't taste it, but it's there, poisoning you slowly. Great, huh? Now, don't get too comfy thinking your home's water is safe because, spoiler alert, not all water systems are created equal. Some are clean, others are just one broken pipe away from a lead-based disaster. And the worst part? You can't really see it. Lead doesn't come with a neon sign, waving in your face like, hey, I'm here to ruin your brain and kidneys. Nah, it just silently creeps in, messing with your cognitive abilities, especially if you're a kid. So, go ahead, take a swig, hopefully, it's just water. But, who knows, maybe it's a little side of lead, too. Number 3, chlorine, your water's secret supervillain. Let's talk about chlorine. No, not the kind you use to clean your pool, but the kind that your local water treatment plant loves to throw in your water to kill bacteria. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? A little chemical bath for your insides. Sure, chlorine's job is to make sure your water's not a bacterial playground, but it's also playing dirty with your health. Think about it, every time you drink a glass, you're sipping on a chemical that was originally designed to bleach things. But don't worry, it's all in safe amounts until it isn't. Over time, chlorine can build up in your system, irritating your gut, skin, and even messing with your thyroid. And to top it all off, it can react with other organic materials in your water to form disinfection byproducts that are even worse. It's like playing Russian roulette, but with chemicals. So, cheers to chlorine. You're not just drinking water, you're drinking a toxic mix of chemicals, but hey, at least it's clean, right? Just make sure you don't breathe too deeply while you drink, you wouldn't want to inhale the fumes of your own personal chemical warfare. Number 4, pharmaceuticals, for better or worse. Imagine this, you're sipping your morning water, and there's a chance you're drinking a cocktail of someone else's prescription meds. Sounds like a bad party mix, right? But yes, traces of pharmaceuticals are regularly found in tap water. It's like everyone's medical history being filtered straight into your glass. Antidepressants, hormones, painkillers, you name it. These chemicals don't just magically disappear when you flush them down the toilet or toss them in the trash, they end up in your water supply, because our wastewater treatment plants are, well, not equipped to handle these tiny drug remnants. You probably won't feel the effects right away, phew, but long-term exposure is a big question mark. Some studies suggest these pharmaceuticals could mess with your hormones, disrupt your brain's chemistry, or even make you resistant to certain medications. Imagine getting your daily dose of water and accidentally getting a side effect of whatever someone else was on. It's basically like being in a real-life science experiment, except you're the lab rat, and there's no consent form. So the next time you take a sip, just know you might be tasting more than just H2O. You could be getting a little extra help, whether you wanted it or not. Number 5, pesticides, a dash of danger. Here's something you probably didn't expect, your water might be a little farm fresh. By farm fresh, I mean it could have a delightful mix of pesticides in it. Those lovely chemicals sprayed on crops to keep bugs away don't just stay on the surface of vegetables and fruit, they can leach into the soil and, ultimately, into your water supply. So when you're chugging that refreshing glass of water, you're not just hydrating, you're also getting a side of chemicals designed to kill. Yummy. The worst part? Pesticides have been linked to a range of health issues, from hormone imbalances to potential links with cancer. It's like drinking a cocktail of chemicals that were meant to destroy life, so cheers to that. Your liver and kidneys will be busy trying to filter out all that goodness for you. But hey, it's worth it to know that while the bugs are staying away from the crops, you're getting some special effects in your water. What's a little pesticide in your system anyway, right? It's probably just giving you that extra edge. Or not. Number 6, fluoride, the ultimate love-hate relationship. Fluoride. The substance that gets people all riled up. Some love it, some loathe it. Whether it's added to your water for dental health or not, there's no denying that fluoride is a major player in the water game. While it's been widely used to prevent cavities, there's a growing debate about the side effects of fluoride consumption. High levels of fluoride can lead to issues like dental fluorosis, where your teeth get all mottled and funky. Not exactly the smile you're going for. But let's not stop there. Fluoride has been linked to bone problems, thyroid issues, and even developmental problems in children. So if you're wondering if all that fluoride in your water is really doing more harm than good, well, you're not alone in your skepticism. But hey, at least it's keeping your teeth shiny. Just ignore the fact that it might be doing some questionable things to your bones or your hormones. But remember, it's all for the greater good, right? Number 7, the secret of heavy metals. Let's talk about heavy metals, because who doesn't love a little danger mixed into their hydration routine? You might think of lead when you hear heavy metals, but oh, there's more to the gang. Cadmium, mercury, arsenic, just a few of the lovely chemicals that could be hanging out in your water without an invitation. Heavy metals, much like that one person who always shows up at a party unannounced and refuses to leave, linger in your system for a long time. They're not going anywhere, and they don't exactly get along with your organs. The catch? They don't taste like anything, and they don't leave a mark on your tongue. So you'll never know that your kidney's about to have an existential crisis over how much cadmium it's had to deal with over the years. Arsenic. Oh, no biggie. It just slowly poisons your cells and can cause all sorts of fun things like cancer, heart disease, and liver damage. But don't worry, it's all just a small amount per glass, so it's totally fine, right? Just don't think about it too much. It's not like they're building up in your body, unless they are. At the end of the day, the heavy metal trend is less about rock concerts and more about slowly being poisoned by things you can't even see. But at least your water's clear, so it's almost like nothing's wrong. Almost. Number 8, water treatment chemicals, a mystery mix. Ever wondered what goes on in the deep, dark underbelly of water treatment plants? It's a lot. They toss in all sorts of chemicals to make sure your water is safe and clean. One of these delightful concoctions is something called chlorine dioxide, which is used to kill off bacteria and keep water tasting fresh-ish. But the problem is, this chemical can react with organic matter in the water to create disinfection byproducts, some of which are really not your friends. For example, trihalomethanes, sounds cute, right? Like something you might find in your chemistry textbook, but in reality, these little guys are linked to cancer, liver damage, and even developmental issues in babies. So the next time you drink a glass of water, you're basically sipping on a blend of mystery chemicals, some of which are not meant to be consumed. It's like the water treatment plant is running an experiment on you, but they forgot to tell you about the results. It's reassuring, though, because you know you're drinking clean, disinfected water, along with an extra side of potential long-term health risks. What could possibly go wrong? Number 9, the taste of sediments. Alright, so let's talk about the gritty stuff in your water. You ever get that strange, earthy taste to your water, like it's straight out of a creek? Guess what? Those are sediments. Things like sand, dirt, and other natural elements floating around in your glass. They might not be as glamorous as microplastics or lead, but they've got their own charm. It's like you're drinking a natural spring, if that spring was filled with,